මේ නීතිය යාවත්කාලින කිරීමෙන් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වන්නේ මේ රටේ සාමය ඇති කිරීම සඳහා. මිනිස්සුන්ට එකට ජීවත් විය හැකි පරිසරයක් ඇති කිරීම සඳහා. ජනතාව අතර අන්‍යෝන්‍ය අවබෝධයක් ඇති කිරීම සඳහා. ඒ අන්‍යෝන්‍ය අවබෝධය ඇති කරන අවස්ථාවේදී විවිධ මිනිසුන් අපි ගරු කළ යුතුයි, ඔවුන්ගේ අදහස් ප්‍රකාශ කිරීම සඳහා ඇති හැකියාව ගරු කළ යුතුයි. I will take few minutes to quote from Nelson Mandela's this beautiful book, Dare Not Linger, The Presidential Years. And I was impressed by his thinking as to how one should lead. I will quote from page 65 of his book, where he says, one should never forget that the main aim in a debate, inside and outside the organization, in political rallies, in parliament and other government structures, is that we should emerge from the debate, that debate, however sharp our differences might have been, closer and more united and confident than ever before. The removal of differences and mutual suspicion with one's organization should always be our guiding principle. This is comparatively easy when we try to the best of our ability never to question the integrity of another comrade or a member of another political organization who has a different point of view from ours. During my political career, I have discovered that in all communities, African, colored, Indian and white, and in all political organizations, without exception, there are good men and women who fervently wish to go on with their lives, who yearn for peace and stability, who want a decent income, good house, and to send their children to the best schools, who respect and want to maintain the social fabric of society. Good leaders fully appreciate that the removal of tension in society, of whatever the nature, puts creative thinkers on center stage by creating an ideal environment for men and women of vision to influence the society. Extremists, on the other hand, thrive on tension and mutual suspicion. Clear thinking and good planning was never their weapon. So therefore it is very, very important that even after 73 years of our time, we must understand we are not enemies. Merely because we speak different languages, merely because we come from different sides.
Honourable Member, you have 2 more minutes.
Merely because we have different opinion on a question, we are not enemies of each other. So it is time that we will start, talk to each other, resolve our differences, and come out with a constitution which is inclusive, which could be a foundation for a great Sri Lanka where each one of us will thrive. That's the task that we have, and I am confident that we have appointed a very skillful committee to look into the preliminary drafting of our constitution. They are working hard, they are speaking to so many people. Probably I will have a working meeting with them in the next week or so. So I hope in years to come, we should be able to forget about the past, admit that we have made mistakes from all communities and all sides, and move on and learn from South Africa, a lot to learn from that. I remember, and when I read this, he says, I want to liberate the oppressor and oppressed. That's what he says. Therefore, there's no point of we try to hurl insult on each other. It's time that we move on and build this country to its real potential. And therefore, එමනිසා ගරු මන්ත්‍රීතුමනි, මහිතා ගෞරවයෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටින ඔබතුමන්ලාගේ අදහස් මෙම පනත සම්බන්ධයෙන් විශේෂ දෙයක් සඳහන් කිරීමට අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. මේ පනතින් අපි බලාපොරොත්තු වන්නේ නීතිය යාවත්කාලීන කිරීම සඳහා මේ ඉතාමත්ම කෙටි අපි කරන ව්‍යායාමයක පළවෙනි අධියර විතරයි. නමුත් අපි දැවැන්ත ව්‍යායාමයක් කරන්න බලාපොරොත්තු වෙනවා.